and just talk about the importance of having a story bank and really being so solid on your message that no matter what state you're in, you got it. And the reason why I share this, I just actually messaged Rolinda about this because right before our interview, I was having a little bit of a crying session, been working through some personal things, and I just thought to myself, I am so unfocused right now, like how am I ever gonna get through this interview? Of course, nothing against her. It was my own like internal chaos and just not being in the state. And, in the past, some of you might not know this, but I used to really, really struggle to come on camera to share my story. Like I was so scattered in my brain that I never, I would literally blank out. Like I would not be able to find my words. And I used to be the type of person that would have to like write extensive notes and like ferociously study what I was going to say for any presentation. And now, because I've like really integrated this, I've embodied this, and I mean, of course, I do this work every day with my clients. There's like this sense of calm that like when the lights come on, when the camera's on, when I'm on and I'm in it, all of those fears just like dissipate. They go away. And so her and I were laughing after like, wow, that was like a really good interview. And, I want to say this because I see my clients, we all have multiple different stories. We have multiple stories. We have multiple messages. Even if in our business, we have like the umbrella message, right? Like my umbrella message is helping women reclaim their voice. But then I have different ways that I do that. Sometimes it's speaking on camera. Sometimes it's healing the mother wound. Sometimes it's actually through their message, and then sometimes it's through their actual voice, coaching them on camera, giving phenomenal presentations. So I want to talk about four things that you need to craft your impactful story. So the first one is the deep understanding of the value of your story. Can't tell you how many times I hear people say, oh, well, that story doesn't matter. That's not relatable. You have to really get anchored into understanding that your life experiences have value and your stories can help transform someone's life. Even just in the live stream I did with Rolinda, there was something she said and it completely shifted my perspective. And I think that's really the beauty of story. The second thing is a simple way to tie your story into your message. So the story is really just what supports your core message, right? Because you could just say like, the core message could be intuitive eating is the way to, I don't know, live peacefully with food. That could be the message. But your story of your experience of that's what's going to captivate people. That's what's going to let them know what's possible for them to see things in a different way. The third thing is a storytelling framework that will help you communicate things efficiently. So I always say your story matters, and your story matters, and how you tell it matters too, right? If we're like all over the place and skipping details and, it's not in chronological order, it's really confusing, like you've kind of lost your audience and then they don't get to hear the message. So the framework in which you deliver your message is just as important as the message itself. And then the fourth thing, this is like what I love helping my clients most with, but it's having that pinch of self-trust, self-confidence, and charisma. So no matter what level you're at, I think that everyone has visibility fears. You might be really confident to have a one-on-one sales conversation, but maybe you go live and you're doing a training and there's 20 people watching and like maybe you don't feel as comfortable selling and sharing your offer. So we're going to have different levels of what I call the visibility comfort level thermometer, depending on the audience size, depending on what we're sharing, and that visibility, that self-trust, and then honestly like that charisma to actually share the story, right? Because I have watched webinars or workshops where the person is just like very dully going through the slides, and it's kind of like putting you to sleep. Like when you're on camera, you want to like you want to like bring people in, you want to captivate them, you want to pull on their heartstrings. So those are my 4 tips that I wanted to share. And I just wanted to extend the invitation to join my Radically Visible, Fully Expressed one-to-one mentorship. The investment is increasing. So head on over to the page if you want to sign up now. There is a 3-part payment plan available, but it's super affordable. I think. So this is exactly what we work through is really, not just bypassing your visibility through like affirmations or like a quick pep talk, but we really look at like what the limiting beliefs are and the fears are around visibility. We really hone in on like what is your message, what is going to most resonate with people, what is your story, what are your different stories that are going to support, the sub messages, the sub pillars in your brand. And then something I think is really important is knowing how to articulate your offer, like your signature methodology, so that people who do want to hire you, they understand in a clear way how you can actually help them. So that is a 6-week accelerator. And one of my past clients just said to me, I have been sitting on this business idea for a year and I procrastinated for a year. And in 6 weeks, like she's already launching her first program. And we went through all the steps, the visibility, the messaging, the story, the program creation, the sales page, the website copy. So it's a lot. That's why it's called an accelerator. But if that is calling to you, then sign up with the link in the comments or send me a message. So right now it is at $1,400 US. There's a 2-part payment plan and a 3-part payment plan. So, I always say, like, if you're spinning your wheels, if you're feeling stuck on something, or you just need that support to help expand you, then, give yourself that gift. Don't wait. Don't stay stuck. It's a tongue twister. Don't stay stuck. Get the help and the support that you and your business deserve. All right. That's all I wanted to say. Happy Friday, and I look forward to connecting with you guys.